MAGA talking points from Nigeria all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black Times Infinity. I'm your interim host, Cronus, and I'm here with...
Hey, what up? And I did want to tell everybody in this holiday season, as it's all upon us, as a reminder, Wu-Tang is for the children.
Always for the children. I went to see them earlier this year, and that shit was great.
Saw them too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we saw this, which is funny because we were trying to see Run the Jewels years ago, and they canceled.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to see Run the Jewels twice, and third time's a charm, I guess.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Take the win when you can get it.
Yeah, so hopefully this is we're live on YouTube. There we go.
Yeah,
it is live streaming.
I see it on YouTube.
Can I see my face though? Can I see our faces?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yep.
You can see us? All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, real quick, let me get some stats out and then we can get this podcast rolling. Listener of the week is, holy shit, I can now pronounce this. It's in something with backwards letters, and I'm pretty sure it's in like a Russian-based language. I can't pronounce any of that. So thank you wherever you are from. It's Anna... I can't pronounce it. And first in the chat is nobody so far. I'm sorry we're a little bit late, but I had problems getting the podcast started. I also got to share this out.
It's a holiday, everybody.
It is a holiday.
Relax.
But it's all right.
Down, everybody.
But you got us. So sorry, not everybody's here. But you got P. He's one of my go-to guys. Him and Papa Bear. And I'm glad last minute you got to hop on. So thank you very much, first of all.
Yeah, man. Happy to do it. I always love having a conversation with you, man.
And I'm actually gonna drink a beer, which I usually don't. I haven't done it in a long time. So a good beer.
Oh, that's a serious beer too.
Yeah.
I'm having one as well.
All right.
One of my last Oktoberfest.
Nice. Oh, I think
my favorite of all beers.
Oktoberfest are good, man. Oh, dude.
I'm number one.
I might have got the wrong bottle opener for this. I think I did. I'm trying to open it and I don't think I can. It's got the wax shit on there, you know?
Oh, I hate the wax shit.
Yeah,
man.
it's like, can we stop that? This isn't fancy wine.
Yeah. And enough is enough with the wax shit, I think. I'm with you.
Like wax is good for music, but like, can we stop it with the beer?
Yeah. Keep it the music and candles, and like don't delay me consuming your product. Right? Like don't make it harder for me to consume your product, please.
Yeah, and this is definitely making it like way harder than it needs to be. Because like right now I'm not opening this shit up. And I really want to
I would imagine you have like a pocket knife or 4 on your desk. Actually, like I would imagine you're that dude.
The funny thing is I used to be that dude. I used to always have like a pocket knife on me, but after going through some therapy, I decided to like stop carrying around a fucking knife everywhere.
Okay.
And one reason why I decided to stop doing it is very personal, but the other reason why is because I train in hand-to-hand combat, not knife fighting. So I'm way better at like strangling people than I am with like stabbing people. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from a tool perspective, it would be useful.
It is still useful, yeah. It would be useful right now.
It's still a tool.
It is a tool. Some would say that I'm a tool.
Some.
There we go. I got it open.
It's not how I describe you, but I can understand some.
Oh, and I'm bringing back the old school Black is Beautiful glass. It's been heavily used.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That crew is trying to plan another meetup in Tampa in June, right?
Yeah, and one day I'm gonna get out there, man.
I might go to the Tampa meetup. It seems like they got their stuff pretty well organized, and the cost isn't crazy. Tampa in June might be a beast. It might be.
That seems like the skinny Negroes might
degrees.
Be, heat casualties out there drinking and shit.
Yeah, but it's a balance, right? Because the skinny Negroes will be okay with the heat, but the consumption will wear them down fast.
Yeah.
And the bigger brothers are going to be inside, able to consume, carrying. Well, it was funny enough, man. I had a work thing last week. My whole team from all over the globe was in Chicago for a work thing this past week.
Mm-hmm.
And Wednesday night, we all went out after a full day of meetings and corporate bullshit. We all go out. It's like 9:00, bro. It's not even late. And I've been talking to this one new guy on our team. He's based in Tokyo. And I'm talking to him, and I turn my head to talk to somebody else, and I turn back and talk to him again. And my man is not like he's asleep. Yeah. He's not asleep. He is asleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm looking around. because I met this dude that day.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking around to see, like, because there was a couple other people from the Asia region there. They're like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, sorry about that. I was like, well, we got to get this dude home because he wasn't like a problem.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we got to get him out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I take it upon myself to lift this tiny Japanese man who's in a three-piece suit, mind you. I don't know why. Nobody else who works in our office has ever been in a three-piece suit.
Yeah.
This little man is in a three-piece suit. I pick him up. I carry him out of the bar. I get him in an Uber. We get to the hotel, right? I have this dude. He's like this,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, and so we get to the front desk of his hotel, and I asked the guy, I was like, look, man, I don't know what room he's in, and he can't speak English right now. Can you just tell me what room he's in? I have his room key.
Yeah.
Like, it was in his pocket. He was like, I can't tell you. I need ID. And I was like, my man,
Yeah. I don't want to rob this guy.
do you have how many Japanese dudes do you have in the hotel right now?
Yeah.
And I gave him his actual name, and it's on a credit card I had. And the guy was like, okay, fine, you're right. Gives me his room number, which crazy was 911.
Oh wow.
I get dude up I get him up, I put him in the elevator, I take him up to his room, I open his door, I literally place him on his bed, like, yo, go to sleep. I'm gonna bring you a burger. I brought him a burger. I left the burger on the table next to his bed.
Man.
I left,
Damn.
right?
Nice. Yeah.
Yo, tell me why next morning, this dude is right on time and doesn't say a word about the situation. I'm like, either he's terribly embarrassed or he doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
But I was like, look, man, my karma will clear me for anything. I did the right thing. I don't need to thank you, but
Yeah.
this dude kept it pushing for the rest of the week. I respect it.
Well, he's like one of those company men, that's what they do. They go out, party hard, go home, sleep it off, and then get back to work the next day,
That's the exact thought I had. And I was like, maybe this is just how they get down over there.
Yeah, some of them do.
But in a 25-year career, I've never had to physically carry a colleague out of a bar. So it was a first.
I mean, I had to do it as a Marine, though. That was like, it's a little different. And if y'all didn't know, P's a very large man. So if you're trying to pick up like an average sized Japanese dude, it's probably like light work, So,
I didn't have to give him Ronnie Coleman. I'll tell you
that. Yeah, every time I see you in person, I'm like, yeah, fuck, you're still big as shit. Like, you're super tall. How tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Yeah, 6. I mean, I'm average height, like slightly taller than average height, but yeah, I forget. Y'all tall people.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot. I was out with my buddy the other day. He's 6'8".
Oh,
and I was like, this is what it's like.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what it's like for like a lot of people. But 6'8", he's gargantuan.
Yeah, it's like I think once you get over like a certain height, it's like a shorter lifespan. You know what I mean? Like 6'8" is that's approaching shorter lifespan because like bodies just are not designed to be that fucking tall, man. Like seriously.
I'm gonna have to not introduce you to this dude if he ever comes.
No, man, I'll still be able. Yeah, what's up? But I'm just saying, you might die soon.
You're not gonna be around for that long.
But also one of the perks of being tall is that people that are tall, especially in American culture, are actually just like really European and American cultures. They're more trustworthy. Like there's been very few short presidents in America. It's been like I think like 3 people have been like under 6 feet that were presidents. It's just like one of those things. But I think that because you're tall, you have some sort of authority.
Yeah, that's a bold-faced lie.
Oh yeah, I know that.
We got people in the chat now, by the way.
Yeah. First in the chat is Brandon Park. Thank you very much, and also Warrior Fella. Thank you for watching. Y'all are solid pretty much every week, and tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so let us know what your plans are for Thanksgiving. If you're even planning on doing it, I don't think Warrior Fella is because I I think my thoughts on Thanksgiving is that I do like to spend time with my family, but the whole idea of Thanksgiving is fucking bullshit. Like I actually told my daughter, I asked her what she thought about Thanksgiving when I was putting her to bed. And she was like, I don't really know. And I was like, well, let me tell you about some colonizers and how they got saved by the natives and they just fucked them over. So
let me cough in his blanket first.
Yeah, he wants a smallpox kid. So yeah, that's really what Thanksgiving is really about in America. But you could ignore all of that and just be with your family and friends, do a Friendsgiving, whatever. Hopefully don't cook a shitty turkey. There's better options than turkey or different options than turkeys. Unless you got a really solid turkey game, like stop doing this fucking turkey.
Even if you have a really solid turkey game, you're probably going to add enough another protein, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You got ham or some
I
shit.
mean,
Yeah, yeah.
um, look, I am with you on the historical context of Thanksgiving. I tend to like to take it at its name
Yeah.
and be like, all right, let's actually pause and look back. And many cultures have these sorts of days of your reflection sort of thing, and so that's kind of what I try to do with it.
Yeah, yeah. It's like this. It's the spirit of it. But that's the weird thing though. Is that the spirit of it is bullshit. But we can pretend. America's great at pretending about shit, so I'll pretend.
I do feel like if you are like Navajo or Cherokee or any sort of indigenous person, you should be able to punch one person in the face without any consequence on Thanksgiving every year.
I think so.
You
For your
one you
ancestors,
choose,
yeah,
you
yeah,
choose. Yeah, you pick who that person is,
yeah,
and here it's just get out of jail free card one day only.
yeah. One day only. Also, maybe they can like find their kids because people keep stealing their fucking kids for some reason to this day. I mean, can we give their kids
Yeah.
back on Thanksgiving? That'd be great. Like,
Look, I don't know if I want them back, but that's a different conversation. Fucking kid.
oh man. Mm. So yeah, um, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. This is like this was kind of crazy today. Guess what the temperature was in San Diego today?
This is gonna make me want to jump out of the window. I'm gonna say it was 85.
You're not. You're very close. I think it was about 85. It was like 84. It was like when I got out of the house, because I had to go to Costco. It was 81. When I got home, it was 83. So, yeah,
I also went to Costco, and it was without the wind chill. It was 30. To be fair, this time yesterday it was like 55. It was like yesterday was great,
yeah,
and then the bottom fell out of it, and here we are. But it's miserable today. It is gray and cold and awful. So these are the days. I actually think this year of our Lord 2025, might be the earliest on record where I've sat down and said to myself out loud, "Why the fuck do I live in Chicago?"
yeah. Yeah. And when I
It's
walked out,
usually takes a little bit later, you
yeah.
know.
And what was crazy for me today is that this morning it was cold in my house, and I was like, I haven't really I turned the heater on once, this season or whatever, because for my daughter, I don't really give a shit if it's cold. I just put some more clothes on. Um, but this morning it was cold. I didn't know it was warm outside until I got outside, and I had like on like
Oh, it was warmer outside.
yeah, I put on like a heavier coat, and I walked outside. I was like, God damn, it's sunny as fuck out here. It's like it's hot. So like went back inside, put on like a lighter jacket because I know I was gonna go into Costco where it's colder. But yeah, being in the 80s in November is one of the reasons why I moved down here. The weather is quite nice. So
I mean, it really is. That's can't argue that one, man.
yeah, I think my girlfriend went to the beach today. So yeah.
All right, now you're kind of rubbing it.
Yeah, kind of rubbing it in.
Yeah. No, that one hurt a little bit more than Costco.
Yeah. Going to the beach on Thanksgiving Eve. And I think tomorrow is going to be like 85 too. Because my I'm going to my brother's place, and he has he's got a really nice house and a nice pool. And my daughter asked me, she's like, "Can I go swimming in his pool?" And I was like, normally I'd be like, "No," but I mean, tomorrow's going to be nice. Like, what do you want me to no? I mean, like,
I mean,
it's a nice
especially
day.
if there are other kids in it, right? I mean,
Yeah, well, she don't give a fuck. She'll swim by herself. So
me too.
yeah.
My
'Cause
father grew up on an island, right? So my father's from the Caribbean.
Mhm.
Actually, my father's from the Caribbean. Technically, I grew up on an island, but not a Caribbean island. My father was insistent that we knew how to swim.
Yeah.
That was like a requirement for him, and I appreciate it at this point. But now I swim like a big brown fish, man. I can swim. I
Yeah.
like to swim.
Like what island are you from? Are your people from?
My father is from Haiti, and my
Okay.
mother's people are from Puerto Rico.
That's right. My grandfather is from Barbados, so I'm Barbadian. And yeah, I when I was like maybe like 6, I was at Santa Cruz and I was on the beach and I was walking around and I walked into like a ditch in the water. I couldn't see it and I fell into it and I almost drowned. And I remember there was
Oh
like this
no!
older white dude was like walking to me. He looked like he was walking so fucking slow because I was like literally drowning, and he saved my life. And I was like, after that day,
Wow.
the place where I was living, we had a pool, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna teach myself how to fucking swim. So I taught myself how to
I
swim
love
after
that
that.
you chose to do this on your own. That's dope.
Yeah, yeah. So I couldn't live in a place where like 75% of the fucking earth can kill me easily. So yeah, over time it can kill me, but it wouldn't be immediate.
Now it just can shake you off or light itself on fire.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah. It's all kinds of other things that can kill me.
those are kind of your only concerns weather-wise down there.
Yeah. Um, it's crazy. There's a place called La Jolla down here in San Diego, which is like where all the
Yeah, I've been
bougie
there.
people. You been there? Yeah, it's bougie. You know that.
Hmm.
There's a mall called the UTC, and apparently there was a coyote that was walking around, and people were like, it was like walking around, and nobody was like really avoiding it, and apparently a kid got bit, and I was like, yeah, like avoid a coyote. That's not a fucking dog. It's a coyote. Like, yeah,
So we have coyotes in Chicago, crazy enough. And we don't have a few, we have quite a few. Like there's many.
yeah,
And they like to walk down because Chicago has like we have the elevated trains, the L that's very famous, but we also have like these commuter rail train lines that go out to the suburbs, and the coyotes like to walk down the train lines. Um, I live not too far from one of those train lines, and so every like 3 or 4 times a year we'll see one
yeah,
just walking down the middle of the street
yeah.
like he owns the place. And then one summer, a couple years ago, we were like having a crazy heat wave, and despite the fact that it's cold as shit right now, it can get up to like it can be 100 degrees here in the
Yeah.
summer, and so it was like a heat wave. Some coyote ran down the train tracks, ran into like a deli, and my man jumped in the cooler and was posted up in the
I
cooler,
just tell it.
laid out,
Yeah,
laid out on the ice and the Snapples and stuff.
yeah,
They had to call the cops and call animal control. This guy wasn't moving. They
yeah.
had to tranquilize him, drive him back to the suburbs, and let him go.
Man, they could have trained they could have trained that coyote so easily. You know what I mean? He's like, fuck
Yeah,
that. I want to be domesticated.
yeah. He wants a job.
Yeah,
That's all he was
I
asking
just
for.
want to chill.
Not looking
Give,
for a handout. He's
give me
looking for a
some
hand up.
give me some kibbles and bits, and they see I'm good.
That's all he wanted that day. Maybe a
Yeah, I
rabbit
mean,
from
like
time to
when
time.
nature comes back, it's like we take for granted that we live in houses and we have societies, and generally speaking, in like a lot of, especially when it's like heavily densely populated areas, most of nature just stays away. But every now and again, they're just like, let me see what these humans are about.
Yeah, we have like hawks and stuff here, like birds of prey.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool to see when they make a mess when they do what they do, though, man. Like I
Yeah.
had one swoop in and he must have caught a smaller bird, and it was like a Looney Tunes cartoon on my deck. There was like feathers everywhere,
Yeah.
like everywhere. I was like, and then I found like a half a bird, more feathers. It was literally like one of those Foghorn Leghorn cartoons.
Oh man. Oh dude, did I send you the video of like there was a woman that was like standing around, and all of a sudden this fucking bird out of nowhere just swooped down and like literally put the bird's beak like into her eye socket and just like
What?
fucking flew away. I was like, okay, that's a fucking new fear unlocked. Like Jesus, she kept her eye.
Also, what did you do wrong?
Yeah, no shit.
Which ancient god did you piss off? That is like which god is it? Odin? Who has birds
Odin
that
has
will come
ravens.
to you?
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's
Athena has owls,
ooh,
right? Like
yeah,
you made someone very angry.
yeah,
I don't know who it is,
yeah.
but I don't want you in my car.
She was lucky she didn't lose an eye because like I've had a finger go into my eye socket doing jujitsu. That is some crazy shit. Like I literally felt the person's finger scratch the back of my eye socket, and I thought I lost my fucking
Nuts.
eye. Yeah, and even he was like, "Oh shit, that went deep." I was like, "Yeah." Like,
First of all, pause. You
yeah.
can't say that.
Sorry. Yeah, yeah. Say
You
pause.
can't
Yeah.
say that while you're doing jujitsu. No one should ever say that to you
Yeah.
ever again. Um, but the bird thing and the gods thing is probably a good segue to what we wanted to talk about a little bit, right? With angry gods and happy gods and
Yeah, Hades too. You've been on it, right?
Hades too. Oh my God. And I have you to blame and you to thank for Hades. Um, I had never played a roguelike before at all.
Wait, not
And
not even
you
the
put
first
me
one.
onto it. Well, no. That's what
Okay,
I'm saying. Like you
gotcha,
put me
gotcha,
on the
gotcha.
first one, and I was like, I don't even know what this is about. This doesn't sound like my jam, but I'll give it a shot because you were so strong on Hades, and I loved it. I couldn't put it down for weeks. I couldn't put it down, and then but I'm just playing on Switch. I'm not opening the Steam door to that sort of game. Only because I'm in front of my laptop all day long and I can't have that available to me
Oh,
on the
bro,
side. It would not be good for me.
you got to get one of these. That's what you got to do. Is one of
No, I
these.
can't. I
Yeah.
very intentionally don't have one of those.
I was holding up a
And
Steam Deck
so
for y'all that are listening. It was a Steam Deck I held up.
and there's a new thing too, a new handheld that people are going crazy for. I saw a dude at a brewery with one the other day.
Well, they have the
I can't
Xbox.
remember what it's called.
It's the
No,
Asus
it's another.
ROG.
Yeah, it's another Windows based.
Oh, okay. There's a bunch of them. There's a Legion Go. There's an
That's
Asus.
it. That was the one I saw.
Oh,
The
the
Legion.
Legion Go. Yeah, they even has the detachable things.
Yeah, it
So
looked
yeah,
great.
yeah.
But Hades, man, so Hades was great, sucked me in. I couldn't have enjoyed it more. And then you had been talking about Hades 2 for like maybe a year
Yeah, over a year.
because
Yeah.
you were way, way, way ahead. And I was like, no, no. And then my wife and kids were away for like a week this summer, and I really thought about it. I was like, man, this would be the right time for me to like download this early access, and I still fought it off. And then day one it dropped, and I got it on Switch, and I been like, this is like it scratches that same crazy part of your brain, and I was
hmm
like, oh boy, and I am as in as I could possibly be.
Dude, the game is it's so good. Like it's crazy because I looked officially. I'm at 202 hours in this game, and it doesn't get old to me. Like I still have fun doing runs. And don't get me wrong, like a lot of those hours that I put in, there was like literally no end game. Like there was no end. But I didn't care. Like it was still good. Like I literally got to watch them build the game, and it was fantastic. Like seeing all the subtle changes that they made for like a lot of things, and like just
Balance stuff and
yeah. I still fuck with Hestia. That's one of my favorite people. Hestia and Zeus, some of my favorite combos. But there's some other ones that are like pretty brutal. You know?
yeah, Zeus and Ares tend to work all right with me. But
Yeah,
yeah, man,
Ares is good
I
too.
couldn't like the game anymore, man. It's incredible to me. I thought Hades 1 was a 10. I thought it was a perfect game, and I
Mm,
can't believe that they made it. It isn't like a ton better,
yeah.
but it's like little tweaks, and it's just a little better in every way. Kind of like Ghost of Yote and Ghost of Tsushima. Like I didn't feel like Yote was a huge jump.
No. Yeah.
I
No.
felt like it was a step, and I thought Yote was great. I thought Tsushima was great, but like they did make it just a little better in all the right ways. I'm actually very impressed by both of those games.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you beat? I guess how far are you in the game? I don't want to
Okay,
spoil it.
so if I'm going up, right,
Hmm.
I am now at Typhon,
Okay.
and if I'm going down, I have gotten to the second iteration of Chronos,
Okay. Nice. All right. Love you too.
but I'm pretty far, I think.
So have you beat Typhon? Have you beat the second iteration of Chronos?
No,
Okay. Yeah. All right. You gotta almost spoil like a huge part of the game for you. But yeah, there's a lot because you have to actually there's a lot you got to do, but it's still fun.
yeah,
And like when you get to
it's
like
fun as hell.
when you get to like the end part thing, it's like actually it's pretty satisfying, and there's still more to do after like the end game stuff. So it's like it's neat.
It's a masterpiece. Like game of the year for me, no doubt about it. I can't imagine a better game. Especially, I here's what kills me about that game. I can't believe how much they squeeze out of the Switch hardware. It looks great. It sounds great. It plays super smooth.
Yeah.
Load times are very, very low. Like that is the most impressive thing to me, that
Mm.
they are able to squeeze that much performance out of that hardware.
Yeah. I mean, the game isn't. It's beautiful, but I don't think it's like technically like the. You don't need like a lot of hardware to play that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, clearly. I mean,
Yeah.
they got it run great.
Yeah, I play on my Steam Deck all like I would say like 95% of the time it's on my Steam Deck. And I played a little bit on my PC, my laptop, which is it's a gaming laptop, very powerful laptop. And you know, it looks basically the same. So
Yeah,
obviously it's
right.
bigger because I have a big ass screen, but um yeah, like the game it doesn't take a lot and it looks really good. And they've also added in like so many other animations into the game. So like in early access when I was playing it, like there wasn't as much polish with a lot of the gods when not they're talking to you.
Yeah, right. The little animations they give you.
Yeah, and like now, like I really pay attention to like all of the animations, and it's like really subtle stuff. Like back when I was first playing Zeus, like if you look at Zeus's hair is basically like a storm cloud, and in his hair there's like lightning going off and shit like that. But that wasn't in like the original like early access
Hmm.
thing. Like a bunch of other gods and like other people that you interact with, they had like a placeholder. It was like basically just like a hand drawing of somebody as like a placeholder and looked kind of generic. But now like it looks way better. So
Have you gotten Prodigy to play this game?
not Hades 2. I think he played the first one, but I think he didn't like it because you know he's fucking. He doesn't
He's
like
got a very
reading.
unique taste in
He
games.
does. He doesn't like paying attention to shit. Like he'll just skip over everything and just like let me get to like the thing, you know. And
The
it's
only reason I ask is like if you tell him that you can lure other gods and demigods into the baths
mm-hmm.
and the level of thirst that this game very clearly has,
Oh yeah,
that might tip him in the right direction.
maybe, but there's no Futanari, so you know.
No, no,
I don't know. I don't know if he'd be down with
that's
just straight
gonna be
Dixon,
the that's gonna be a big mod,
whatever. Yeah,
but
somebody'll do it though. I'm just saying. It's on a
probably
PC.
already done.
Yeah,
This-
it's just been endlessly enjoyable for me. And you know what's crazy is like so Ares wasn't even in the game in early access. That was a patch, it was a huge update when they put him in.
oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, because it's not obvious. Like you have to play for hours before you run into him.
yeah, yeah. And that's why it kind of like fits in with the game. Because yeah, you don't like some of the guys. Well, just I think it's just him where you don't get him until like way later.
Yeah,
But yeah, you can fuck some shit up with those blades. So especially when you get like the right combinations of like wound damage and stuff like that, you do a lot of damage. And then if you get good with like
yeah.
Hestia and you get like the she has this thing where basically you'll set somebody on fire and like it like continuously burns
Oh,
them.
Scorch.
Yeah, scorch damage. They'll, like when you get the right combination of scorch and get it up to like 999, they take continual fucking damage like all the time, and it's just like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a great game. I could talk about it for an hour.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it so much, and still that game. And there's a game. It's the strangest game, and I couldn't love it more. Called Balatro, which is a
Oh,
roguelike card game.
yeah, yeah.
Those are the only roguelikes and the God of War expansion that I've played that I'm like, oh man, I get it. Um,
I,
the Dave the Diver might be considered one too, right?
it
I
is a
mean,
roguelike, yeah, because it always
then yes,
changes.
then I would say then maybe I like roguelikes.
That was a great one
'Cause-
too, dude. You got to play one of the OG roguelikes games. It's called Vampire Survivors. It is it's like playing heroin. So and like the graphics are like super like 8-bit. It looks really
That's how I
shitty.
describe Balatro. It's
Yeah,
like a junkie problem.
yeah, yeah. And there's no attack button. Like it's crazy. But it's like it's endlessly fun. I need to go back and play more because they continuously drop like more and more DLC, and it's been so much fun. And I haven't played that game in a while, but yeah, like figuring out like all the combinations that you want to have and like attack patterns and all that stuff. It's like it's fun. It's very simple, but also not simple.
Yeah, yeah, crazy. Yeah, and like I know that game of the year, right? Hades 2, Ghost of Yote, which I loved. Though, to be completely fair, I much preferred the Mongolians as villains. The Mongolians were incredible. The other Japanese dudes didn't hit the same with me.
Uh,
The game overall was better, but
yeah.
I like the Mongols as a counterparty.
Well, I like the Oni masks. I always thought it was kind of cool, and the boss
Masks were
battles.
cool.
Yeah, some of the boss battles in this one. Oh man, the fucking that big guy. What is his name? The guy was the general. Had the Odachi.
Oh,
When he first goes to fight you and he like lights it on fire with his hand. Like
yeah,
just
yeah,
that
yeah.
intro was fucking badass, man.
It was a great game, great looking game, great playing game. No complaints at all, and I'm sure the DLC is going to be tremendous because Ghost of Tsushima's regular game was very good, but the
Hmm.
DLC was amazing.
Yeah, Ishi Island,
Yeah,
and
right.
they had Legends that came out. So
So I
actually,
feel like this game's going to follow the same path.
I think New Game Plus just dropped. I think today. I want to say.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and there's like they also added in a bunch of charms and new armor and armor dyes. So
The armor looks so good.
yeah, there's some really good ones, man.
And I love, have you seen the woman who is not only the voice, but the motion capture of the main character is
Yeah,
like everywhere on the internet.
yeah,
And she loves this gig.
yeah,
It looks like she's never turned down an interview. She's like, "You want to talk about Ghost Yote?
yeah.
Yes."
I love that she's out there
Gets
because
on and
like all
she's
these
dope.
all these these incels that are hating on the game, and I'm just like the game is good though. Like it's not a bad
Yeah.
game. Like
What's your
honestly,
problem?
the beginning of this game I think is better than the beginning of Ghost of Tsushima
I would
because
agree.
the beginning of Ghost of Tsushima was really good, but then it was like a lull. But in the Ghost of Yote, like in the very beginning, like it's very action orientated. Like you get right to the fucking point right away, and then you just jump right into like the game, and you just get on your revenge trail like way faster. And there was no like weird conflict on am I a samurai or am I like some ghost or whatever. None of that
Yeah.
shit. She just like
Nope.
she's got a
Nope.
mission to kill people. So yeah, it was nice.
And she's just fine with it. I also like, if you're gonna be a weirdo, creepy incel guy, like you're gonna see this character's ass 75 times throughout the game. Why
yeah,
not let it be a
yeah,
woman's ass? Like if that's what you're really about,
yeah.
I don't know why it's that big a deal to you, but if it is,
Well,
this
I
is
think
probably the better ass.
Well, I think most of the guys that are that kind of mindset, if they actually had a woman in front of them, they wouldn't really know what to do anyway. So, I think that is what bothers them even more. You know, not that these people are accessible anyway, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I thought it was a great game. I know they're getting close. Game of the Year awards are pretty soon, right? Like,
They are. Let me. I'll look it up as we talk, but I'm pretty sure it's
yeah,
like in
I
the
think
next
they're.
3 weeks, maybe less than that.
And I didn't play Silk Song, so I can't even comment on it. I know Claire Obscura is another very, very strong contender, probably the leader.
Yeah.
Um, I couldn't get into it. I tried. I'll try again this winter, but it just didn't click with me.
Mhm.
But it's very clearly like super well made. It's just been a crazy game for gaming, a crazy year for gaming. It's just been so much.
It has. It's been good, and honestly, I think that the pushback from uh, GTA 6 did the gaming industry a solid because it gave people room to like drop their games or push them back if they needed to. Like let them games cook. Except for like um I think the one game that suffered from the GTA 6 like thing is Call of Duty 7, like Black Ops 7. Was it
Yeah,
Black Ops
I'm
7?
playing
Yeah.
that.
I don't think
Yeah,
they should have released like you don't need to have this isn't fucking, you know, NBA 2K games or some shit. Like you don't need to release a Call of Duty every year. And I
I
know
agree.
that Battlefield is killing it, but leave that shit in the oven for a little bit longer. We don't need one every year.
I think I saw a stat that said there has been 13 Call of Duty games released since the last Grand Theft Auto game was released.
I believe it. Yeah,
That's crazy.
and I would venture to say that Rockstar Games, they're making more money off of it because they basically only released 2 games in the past
Yeah,
fucking 10 years, more than that.
yeah.
And they're killing it. Like, GTA made so much fucking money. Everybody's like, oh, why do they keep releasing it for new generations? It's because they're still making money. People are still buying it.
Well, that's right. So GTA makes so much money. Fuck made.
Yeah,
They
still
make
makes.
consistently. It has been one of the greatest successes in software history.
Yeah,
Like I think if you look at the bits of software, pieces of software that have been monetized, I think it would be Windows and then Grand Theft Auto. Like
yeah,
it's on that level. Like it's an operating system, but in terms of like recurring revenue and Rockstar is public or Take Two Interactive is public.
yeah.
So like you can look at this. I've looked at it myself. I bought some stock in Take Two 6 months ago.
Yeah, I would
So I feel
definitely
like
if y'all want to invest, like before GTA 6 comes out, probably like at least 6 months before, like invest. Like whenever they have a big dip, just watch Take Two Interactive and then buy on the dip if you can. Because once it
you
drops,
can say
man,
that. I can't say that.
I
You
can
can
say
say
that. I
that.
don't give a fuck. I'm
You
not
can
a
say
financial
you can say
advisor,
whatever
so
you want.
but that'd be this. I've made some really smart stock picks in my day. If I had more money, I'd be. This is the problem with money: is that the more you have, the more it's easy to make. So I called out what TSCM like way before it got big, but I only put in I can only afford to buy like so many shares. But if I'd have put in
Right.
like I don't know if I'd had like an extra I don't know $100,000, like I Jesus Christ I'd have made so much fucking money off that shit. You know. Same
Yep.
thing with Nvidia. Same thing with SoftBank. I bought SoftBank a little early. There's a few other ones too, but like all this information is out there. Like I think I've said on the podcast before, the information is out there on like what you can and cannot buy, or what you should and shouldn't buy for like stocks. You do your own research, but like Marketplace is a good podcast. Fucking what's a few other ones that I listen to? Motley Fool, Money. There's a bunch of other ones. Like all the information's out there. You just got to like listen to it. Like
Yeah, the only thing I would say, and I can't comment too much because that is the industry I'm in, is as good as you can be on when to get in, you have to be equally disciplined on when to get out.
yeah, exit
Because
plans.
that is what stings most people, myself included. It's happened many, many times. Just getting cute with the exit, and suddenly, you thought you were up 75%, and you turn your head and look back, and you're up 25%.
Yeah,
Probably should have been more disciplined on the way out.
yeah. I'm that way with with Lucid, but I think with Lucid for me, I'm just keeping it in for now. So
Man,
yeah,
my neighbor just got one. They're the most interesting car, I feel, because I feel like from certain angles it looks like a Honda Accord, right? But you take a step this way or a step that way, and you're
yeah,
like, "Ooh, that's really nice." And I was in it the other day, and they're really nice inside. They're much more minimalist than I expected, but everything
yeah.
is super polished and nice. I'm a fan.
They're way better than, as far as I'm concerned, they're better than Teslas. I mean, they have more power. The interior is nicer. The finish is better. The overall, like the way they do like the packaging. When I say packaging, like there's so much interior room. You probably on a Lucid Air, right? I'm assuming that the sedan.
Yeah,
There's like
I
so
haven't
much.
seen the SUV yet. I haven't
Yeah.
been in the SUV yet.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the Gravity is the SUV for those that are wondering, but
Yeah,
the Air
yes,
is a sedan, and there's so much fucking room in the sedan, like both
it's
in
really nice.
in the cabin plus the trunk and the front. There's so much more
The
room
trunk
because
is cavernous.
yeah, and it's insane because the way they
Yeah,
can they made the motors like way smaller and the battery pack is like way lower, and it's just it's a really good packaged car.
yeah. I mean, it should be for the price, to be honest, but
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
is. It is. You get what you pay for with it. But Tesla, as much as I'm not a fan of the product or the dude, that supercharger network is hard to compete with, bro. It's really powerful, and it's starting to open up to more brands slowly.
yeah.
But that network is worth a lot.
I think Lucid is one of them. I want to say they are. Let me just check.
It's happening slowly. Like I
Okay.
have an electric Hyundai, and I know they are starting to get available, but you don't charge at the same speed as a Tesla would, even though the car can. The charger won't deliver as much juice as quickly. So there's a ways to go infrastructure wise, and Tesla has the lead there by far.
They do. And I just confirming that Lucid does have access to the supercharger network.
Yeah, that's
So
good. But it's is it hamstrung or is it kind of full featured? And that's the big question. The
it's,
other thing that's interesting, and this is almost 100% certainty that Elon had something to do with this during his time in government service. The new standard for chargers, for actual charger ports, the
yeah,
hardware, is the Tesla port, right? So even like the Hyundai I have is a couple of years old, so it has a different charger, but the
yeah.
2025s and beyond have the Tesla charger.
Well, which is that's interesting, but also like there is certain Chinese cars that can charge faster than a supercharger network.
Oh, sure.
So that's like the weird thing. So like, if we're gonna be all in for the Tesla network, then like what do we do when we have cars that are well? That's why we have the fucking tariffs and you can't sell certain Chinese cars here. But what's weird is that because I live basically next to Mexico, I see BYDs every now and again here.
UIDs are not Chinese, right? Oh no, no, they
They
are, they
are,
are, they
yeah,
are.
they
It's
are.
VinFast. VinFast is the
VinFast,
other
I see
one that
those too.
comes.
Yeah,
They're not Chinese. I'm starting to see those here too.
yeah, yeah. So
But yeah, I haven't seen a BYD. That's dope.
some BYDs can charge faster than Teslas. But
But are there chargers that will feed them that quickly?
that's what I'm saying. That's the thing is in America,
Yeah.
no. So, but somewhere else, I know in China you can. I don't know anywhere in Mexico because I haven't been down there in decades. But they're cool cars. Some of them
Yeah, they
are.
are cool. They're real cool. I would definitely love to check one out, but it'll be hard for them to make it this far north.
Yeah, yeah, because it's so weird that we're hamstringing ourselves through legislation. Because yes, the weird thing for me is that Tesla had the edge for a long time, and they had a very obvious edge on electric technology, and they're falling off because they're not innovating anymore. The Cybertruck is a fucking disaster, and I say that with no reservations. They've been recalled like fucking so many times.
With no due respect.
Yeah, they're not great cars.
They're
It's a shitty
terrible.
truck. It's not very well made. Shit's literally falling apart. And they're just not really innovating anymore. And their solution for not innovating is, well, we just won't sell Chinese cars in America. But it's just like really, like we need to like spur American innovation again. And by doing that is not limiting the amount of competition. Like if we really want to say America is a capitalist society, which I do have problems with capitalist societies, but one of the things is you have to allow in competitors, and there are clear competitors with clear advantages that are from other countries, and we're limiting ourselves on that, and I don't think that's a great thing.
Yeah, I mean, we have to let the market kind of decide, the efficient market decide pricing and valuations and what is best and what is worst, and that's certainly not the overall theme of things. And the auto industry is a tough one just because there's so many other things to consider that go along with what the auto industry actually means,
Yeah.
right? I mean, in your old neck of the woods and my own neck of the woods, right? In Fremont, that factory was massive, right? Like I remember I remember when I moved to Alameda, driving down the street or riding my bike down the street, I would see many houses with two Teslas in the driveway.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And I didn't, it took me a minute to realize they probably worked for Tesla, right? Like Tesla's, the factory is a half hour away. And right, how many, the jobs, the revenue, the real estate, the overall kind of boom that happened in the East Bay, especially, was definitely impacted by them in, the early mid 2000s, mid teen 2000s or so, right? And less now, right? Because I know they moved a lot of folks elsewhere, but it certainly had an impact.
yeah. And the crazy thing is that like that actual location. So I was born and raised in the Bay Area. That was what was called the Numi plant, and so the Numi plant actually they built a bunch of like what was it? It was Geos. Remember Geos, like Geo Metro and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
sure. Swift and
yeah,
the
they
Suzuki and the Geo were the same. Yeah.
bunch of that stuff. They did GM stuff and a couple other cars too. But it was like when they first built that, I knew people that worked there,
Yeah,
and then
I
they
think I
shut down.
have the Geo Metro. Look, they were that big.
Oh
That's how
yeah,
big
that's
the Geo Metro
literally
is.
that
Yeah,
big. They're so tiny.
that's literally they're so tiny.
But yeah, they used to make like normal like gas powered cars there, and then they shut down for a long time, and then Tesla bought them up,
Uh,
and that's when they started like they bought the plant and they expanded the plant, and they went from there. And I think that Tesla's decision to try to move part of their organization out to Texas, I don't think that was a great move because first of all there is still the Tesla plant in Fremont is still there, and they still produce a lot of
oh
cars
yeah,
there because there's still no matter what anybody in any other parts of America wants to say, there is a reason why California is like literally the number one revenue maker for America. There's so much brain power here in California. There's skilled workers and shit like that. It's like when all these companies talking about if you want to raise our taxes and billionaires or whatever, if you're going to raise our taxes, we're going to leave America. It's okay, leave America. Like good luck finding the same amount of skilled labor that we have in America. Like don't get me wrong, there's some certain areas where you can find certain kind of skilled labor, but when it comes to like IT and like certain kinds of like innovation, like you're not going to find that anywhere else because people have decided to move to California because it's fucking nice, and there's a lot of us like-minded people that are here. So if you want to move, I mean, good luck.
yeah.
Save on your taxes, but also like good luck with your innovation.
Yeah, I bet Elon feels like a lot of innovation comes from him. So no, look. I'm
No,
not saying I
yeah, yeah,
agree with them.
yeah.
I'm saying that's. I mean, the cult of personality that dude has built around himself is crazy.
I mean, he literally he has sued the original uh, founders of Tesla to put his name on to him being a founder. He was not a founder of Tesla. Like no matter how many times he wants to say it, no matter how many times he tries to like sue people, he was not a founder of Tesla. He was a investor in Tesla, but he was not a founder. I think the guy was like Ebelhart, and I forget the other guy's name. But yeah, he pushed them both out. You know, he had nothing to do with like the original Tesla Roadster, the original design. But then after that, he came in as an investor, and then he tried to. Then he pushed a lot of like kind of like bullshit, and he fixed a lot of stuff, but he overpromised, under delivered, but then eventually delivered.
Yeah.
Um, but now like the most of the designs for Tesla stuff was from the original designers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the actual the Tesla the the Cybertruck is that's him. That's like he's the one that actually that was his sort of design. That's what he was going. And
Like the Model S and the initial Model 3.
yeah, those are all designs that were in the works. You know, kind of before he was even there. There was a whole plan to have like the Roadster to be the first one that they would lose money on, and they knew that. But the next plan was to have the sedan, the Model S, that was going to make them some money, and then a cheaper model, which ended up being the Model Y, and they're supposed to be like a Model 2, which they still haven't made yet, but they're still talking about. So yeah,
The Model S, what kills me about that car is, I mean, I don't know, is it 15 years old? It might be.
it's old as fuck. Yeah, it's
They still look great. Like
they do, but I mean,
they've
it's like
aged really, really well.
they have,
Visually,
but they
aesthetically.
yeah, I totally agree, but they really need to like they got to innovate, you know. They've done like some
Yeah,
innovate like think of any other car model from 15 years ago with like no real update. And don't get me
yeah,
wrong, the Model S has had some like cosmetic updates,
yeah. But
but
they've
like
been minor. Like,
yeah, very minor.
yeah,
Like look
it
at a
still
Honda
looks
Civic
great,
from
man.
15 years ago,
Yeah, it doesn't look like the same car. They're so much bigger now.
which is
But
kind
no,
of
the
that's kind of
Model
a
S
bad thing. Yeah,
has aged very, very well.
yeah.
I give them credit for that. Whoever designed that car. Here, I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back.
Sure, I was gonna do that too, but I can bullshit for a minute
All
as
right.
you grab your beer. So when you come back, now you got to bullshit. So yeah, we're talking about cars, which we don't normally talk about, but yeah, you know, P is he's a car guy. He has a Hyundai. He has an Ioniq. It's the 5, I believe. He doesn't have the N one, but it's still the Ioniq 5 is like a really cool car. So once he told me he got that, I was like, oh man, that's cool. Like I know the Ioniq 5, the N version you can get with it basically it can act like a car, like a gas powered car with like shifts and all that shit. Did you
Yeah.
have you driven one of those, like the N version?
The end, yeah, I've driven it once just at like an event. The whole make it sound like a car thing or a gas car thing is very, very silly,
It
but
is
it's
silly.
crazy
Yeah.
fast. It's
The,
crazy, crazy fast.
I saw the shift thing. I was like, oh my god, like you can like shift in it. That's fucking cool. They're
Yeah.
fake shifts, but you know, still.
But that's part of the reason why you like don't want one is it's like thrust, right? Like a jet. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to shift. I don't want to feel like I did that. I love that, right? But that's not what this car is about. So I just think it's very gimmicky, but you can shut that off too. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you can. That's one of
Just
the things that
drive
I
the
like
car.
about it is that there's different modes, and that's something that you can't really do in a gas powered car. Like you can have different modes, but I mean you can't have that motherfucker drive on stealth for like 300 miles.
Right.
So you know,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
saw like
It is good.
I was gonna say like I saw the Chevy the Corvette's E-Ray. They haven't
Mm,
it's like it has basically it's a Corvette with the V8 and it has an electric motor in the front. And they do have a stealth mode, but it's good for like 4 miles. So
yeah, it's to get you out of your like cul-de-sac.
yeah, and then you can like turn the shit on, and it's fast as fuck.
Yeah,
So
it's fast as
and
fuck,
they look
right?
great. Like honestly, If I had like a ton of money, I would definitely buy, probably not an E-Ray. I would buy the ZRX. Like that'd be cool. But that's kind of too fast. I think today, honestly, cars are kind of too fast. And I like going fast, but I think there's like, if you have a car that's literally like 1,000 plus horsepower and you can go 0 to 60 in
Where are
like,
you going?
yeah, less than 3 seconds, I don't think an average person should be able to like have that kind of. I think you should have like a tiered um, license system. And I don't feel bad
Very
about
Gran
saying that.
Turismo of you.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like honestly, like you got to prove that you can like really handle that sort of power and like knowing what you're doing, because you can like easily like there's no amount of fucking lane keep assist or collision detection that's gonna save you from 1,000 horsepower, you know.
Well,
Like,
not only that, but like a lot of these cars, right? Like the new M5, which is a hybrid, it's crazy fast. The electric Hummer, which
yeah,
is not crazy fast, but it's fast
it's fast
for
and it's
a
heavy as fuck.
65, that's my point,
Yeah,
a 6,500 pound vehicle.
yeah,
Like if you make a mistake and hit something with 65 pounds of whatever, of anything,
6,500 pounds.
6,500
Yeah.
pounds, um, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
It's
like
gonna be a
you ain't
real
stopping that
problem.
shit. Yeah, there's no stopping that. Like,
Especially if it's coming through with 500, 600 pound feet of torque. So just literally Godzilla going through traffic at 6,500 pounds. It's not a good situation.
no, and people they don't think about that, but and don't get me wrong. I love speed. I love cornering. I love cars, but like I'm probably like, how they always say, like, people always say they know how to drive, but they don't know how to drive. Like, I'm pretty good at driving, and I'm saying that conservatively. Um, but I know a lot of people that, like, they don't. But you can just buy a car that's like way overpowered, and that's the
Yeah.
problem, is that they don't even realize that like you don't need that much power. Like,
No.
you really don't. Like my motorcycle that I have, my S1000R downstairs, that like literally right below me, that bike is way too fast for me. Like, I don't, all that power. Like, I can use it, but like I can't use all of it because
No.
I can't.
No. You have to be real good to
Yeah,
to squeeze that much out of a bike.
and people don't get it, because like, yeah, it's easy to do it in a straight line, but when you have to like any kind of maneuvering, if you don't know when to put the brakes on, when to like actually turn, when to put the acceleration on, and I also think that ABS and traction control saves a lot of people from like a lot of stuff. But like, again, if you got 1,000 horsepower, that's not going to save you. ABS is not going to save you if you're doing 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, man. I think vehicles in general right now are getting above the capacity for reaction times and for the average driver skill. I think that's totally right. But it's also an arms race, right? So none of these companies are going to say that publicly and be like, we are going to make slower, less powerful cars. No one's going to say that.
well, honestly, that's the weird thing, is that with the arms race, thing in mind, is that we have all been told. So if you're a car person, which you both are, we've been told so many times that uh, you know, manuals are dead, V8s are dead, all these things are dead, and like there's no way that gas powered cars can keep up with electric cars. No, like that's totally wrong. Like they like literally
All
gas
those
powered
things
car,
are wrong.
those are all wrong. Like they're still making manual powered cars. Like there's not as much as
There's
in
not a
like the
ton.
90s, but
Right, right.
they're still there. Gas powered cars are still a thing. They still go extremely fast, and they are comparable to a lot of electric cars. The Corvette being one of an example. Um, and yeah, like I don't think gas powered cars are going anywhere. However, I will say we still need to reduce the amount of gas powered cars on the planet. Like, that's just like not. I don't think that's
Yeah.
really arguable. You know?
I Yes, I also think there's something to be said for just modernizing them, right? As an
Yeah.
example, one of my good friends, he lives in the neighborhood. He has a 2005 Range Rover, and it's really nice, right? Great shape, well maintained, all that. This dude gets like 11 and a half miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
His car is not that heavy. It's not that anything. It's just old technology, old engine. I have a heavier SUV, but it's like a 2022. And I drove 200 miles the other day and I got 28 miles a gallon, right? So
Yeah.
double where he was, right? More than double where he was. And it's just a matter of like, maybe I know like Singapore and some other countries will literally ban you from having a car that's too old
Yeah.
or tax the shit out of you. And like maybe that's part of the answer too. Like maybe you shouldn't be driving a 1992 Geo Metro that gets 7 miles to the gallon because the engine is old and falling apart, right? Like, or
Well,
a
yeah.
pickup truck from the 60s, unless it's like a historic car that has, classic car registration, all that, and you drive it to car shows and things like that. But maybe that should be your daily driver.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Just for full disclosure, I drive an Infinity, but it's a V8. It's like a very rare V8, and I don't
I've
get
been
great
in that
gas
car.
mileage. Yeah, like it's fast. When we were in the car when we drove together, I didn't drive it that fast, but it's
It
actually a
is
pretty
fast.
yeah, it's fast but it doesn't get like if I put the gas pedal down, like
It sounds great
yeah,
too.
I'm burning out a lot of fucking gas. So yeah, on the freeway though, it's got good gas mileage. Like on this and like from like stop sign to stop sign, like I'm getting like sometimes single digits. So it can be bad.
Or anywhere else in the country on the highway.
Yeah, on
It's
the
on the
highway it's
freeway.
fine. Yeah, highway's fine. But
Freeways, highways,
yeah,
whatever.
but also I have a motorcycle. I have two actually. So and they get good gas mileage. Like my VFR, which is still up in the Bay Area, it just got fixed. Like hopefully
I was
for
just
good.
about to ask you about that.
Yeah, yeah. I paid for like the hopefully the last fix for a while, but I just got to go up there and get it. But that bike gets after tuning, it gets like 40 something miles, 40 something